Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. Rest of today's video, the beer's courtesy of Keith from 93 Lumber, spelled out. Thanks so much, Keith. I really appreciate it. Make sure you check him out. I will link to his channel in the description box below. He is currently on a hiatus. He's having some technical difficulties, but he's got a ton of videos if you haven't already watched any of his stuff, so make sure you check him out. So this is Twice as Nice Doppelbock, a robust dark lager. It's part of their high gravity series, and this is High Wire Brewing. I don't think I've had anything from them. It's cool can art. I like that. And it's a 10% Doppelbock. So there's a lot of talk about how I should drink more lager or lagers. It's the same two people. They just talk a lot. Keith is one of them, and then Sean at Nerd Sense. And you know what? If you want me to drink more lagers, 10%, that's kind of how you're going to hook me in, guys. No, I love Doppelbocks. I'm excited. I got down here and realized I have way more appropriate glassware for this beer. So my apologies to everyone who I'm offending by using this glass. I even have a Celebrator glass I could have cleaned out and used for this. I don't see any date or anything, so that's everything I want to say about what's on the can. Let's get into the glass. Brown with a good amount of red. I want to say it's like root beer but it's not quite that. It's almost like a little bit more caramel mixed in also. Not a lot of head. I don't think I poured particularly aggressive either, but yeah, definitely not a lot of head. Some nice legs, some stuff sticking to the side of the glass. Let's get into the aroma. So, it's been a while since I've had a Doppelbock. I was kind of like really excited to dive in, and see what I'm getting. Aroma, and then obviously, taste as well. But right off the bat, it has some of the things I was thinking it would, but it's not particularly sweet smelling, and not that the style has to be super sweet, but like I get some caramel, but not particularly sweet caramel, a little bit of molasses. Not soy sauce, but there's a little bit of an umami thing. With that caramel, a little date and figgy, but again, it makes it sound sweeter. It really doesn't smell like it's going to taste that sweet. Dusting of, like cocoa powder. So yeah, a little bit of dried fruit, a little bit almost like savory, that umami note. Generically bright, not overly bright, but there's just like a little pop of something. Maybe in the taste I'll pull it, but I'm not in the aroma. Let's get into the taste. Cheers. Thanks again, Keith. And make sure you check him out. Description box below. So it is sweeter tasting than I spent all that time talking about how I don't think this is going to be particularly sweet. And it's relatively sweet. It's nice. It's I don't think someone who doesn't like sweet things would think this is too sweet, but someone who like me who loves sweet things, it is just enough to kind of scratch that itch. Definitely even more dried fruit in the taste than the aroma. Now I'm adding things like raisins as well. Still a little bit of this molasses note. Again, not that I got soy sauce in the aroma. That umami smell, I didn't get any taste where I would use that word. Yeah, because it's more. Ooh, then like the caramel comes back. That caramel date. Wow, it's really nice. You kind of like at the beginning of the sip, it's like the sweet dried fruit stuff. Then, before that caramel date thing comes back, which was really cool, there is a chunk. Just for lack of a better word, I'm saying savory, but again, it's not like savory. It's not soy sauce. I know I keep repeating myself. But there's a note where it dries out a little bit. That for sure. And then it gets a little less sweet and not full on smoky, but yeah, like whispers of like a smoky peatiness. whispers of it, not a lot. I think the 10% is helping bring some balance to sweetness that's there. So again, where the alcohol comes in, it gets a little drier. Not a lot of alcohol on the taste, a little bit of warmth in the chest. What I would say is it's very appropriate for a beer that's 10% in this style. So I'm totally good with that, and I actually like that level. In a lot of ways, and I'm not going to blow anyone's mind with this, I don't think, if you're in the know, but like, it does remind me of a quad, a Belgian style quad, a decent amount, just with none of that Belgian yeastiness. No plum, which I usually get a lot of in a nice Belgian quad. Speaking of which, when I did the Westie 12 a week ago, or whatever that was at this point, off camera, I don't think I said it once on camera, off camera, as I kept sipping the rest of the beer, more and more plum, which was really nice. I love that. And not that this style do I look for. It could happen in a beer like this. But anyway, just to amend that review a little bit. But yeah, so I think if you don't like Belgian beers, but like you've had a quad, you're like, well, there's parts of this beer I like. This might be for you also. Yeah, it's really nice. Not overly sweet, but it's sweet enough. I don't know what else to say. It's really good. I don't think, unless I'm forgetting, I don't think I've ever had anything from Highwire Brewing, but well done, everyone at that brewery. This is delicious. Have you guys had this beer before? Have you had a nice Doppelbock lately? Have you had anything else from this brewery you would recommend trying? Have you checked out Keith's channel yet? No? Then do that. Description box below. Get at him. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untappd. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both of those places. So just please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.